Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Western Racing, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Spin Master Monster Jam's Series 3 of the Fire and Ice single pack. Alrighty everybody, I am ready to do this one. This is going to be really exciting. So these things are actually really flipping cool. Way back in 2019, Monster Jam held an event called the Fire and Ice All-Star Challenge, and basically what the event was is it was basically a Monster Jam event where there were two teams, and the two teams were competing to score the most points, and whatever team got the most points was the winner. And the teams were Team Fire and Team Ice. And spoiler alert, Team Ice won. But yeah, that's cool. Even though I had my money on Team Fire, it's fine that Team Ice won. After all, it is you know, a show that was meant to be towards kids and whatnot, you know, so you can't really get angry and yell that it was rigged, even though it clearly was. So, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Anyways, so what we're going to be looking at today is 4 trucks, 2 Fire, 2 Ice, that were made for that series. Ironically, none of these trucks were made in real life. The weird thing that I absolutely 100% disliked about the Fire and Ice All-Star Challenge is that the event only had half of the field with Fire and Ice paint jobs. Everybody else was just normal paint jobs. It kind of took away from the immersion of the event, in my opinion. However, we got to see cool things like Bad Company Ice, which was awesome. That truck is amazing. Still to this day, it's amazing. Avenger Fire, which we looked at in a video a while back, was in that whole event. But yeah, there was the paint schemes that we did get in real life were really cool. However, like I said, if they all would have ran paint schemes, that would have been legit, you know, like that would have been really cool, but we didn't get that. Anyway, so the 4 we're going to look at today have never existed in real life. They are all custom designs by Spin Master. And yeah, so let's get right into it. The first one we're going to be looking at here for this really cool Fire and Ice series, the final series of single packs for the Fire and Ice series. I am really dragging this out, aren't I? The first one we're going to be looking at is Whiplash for Team Fire. So this is a cool one here. For those of you who don't know, because I've actually never reviewed the normal version of this truck on the channel, this is Brianna Mahan's Whiplash, which is a really cool truck in real life. I really do think Whiplash is really cool. I just turned on my heater with my knee. That was an accident. I really do think this truck is really cool in real life, and I really think that the Fire Whiplash here would have been an amazing one to see in real life, but sadly, that did not happen. Instead, we got this. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed the sticker or not, but only at Walmart. The Fire and Ice series, actually, they're called the All-Star series because they do one every year, and it's always a different theme every year, are Walmart exclusives. Also secondhand, I may refer to them as the Civil War series throughout the video because that's the name I came up with and I think it fits better, but that's just my personal opinion. So that may happen. That may be something that happens, okay? Anyway, let's take a look at it here. Let's start with Whiplash. Also, I do want to point something out here with the packaging. If you look, it actually is specialized for the Fire and Ice theme. You've got the fire on one side, the ice on one side. Even though the triangle for the fire is exactly the same as the normal Monster Jam logo, they still used it, which is fine. I wish they maybe would have done something different. I think that would have been cool, but yeah. Anyway, let's get right to it. Let's get Whiplash out of the package. I'm not going to bother using a box cutter for these because while they are special edition trucks, they're not that important. So I'm not going to feel too bad about ripping them out of the package here. What I am going to feel bad about is the fact that I can't get the package open. Come on, dang it. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's take... Oh, it is cool looking. That is neat. On the Jeep Willys body and everything. Here's the name placard for the... Actually, I keep calling it Whiplash. Technically, in the world of Spin Master, the truck is called W. And the reason why is because that's what the logo says. The real-life truck is called Whiplash. Spin Master cannot use the name Whiplash because it is trademarked by Hot Wheels. So we get W instead, which arguably, I think the W thing is actually way cooler than Whiplash in general. I think, I get, the name should still be Whiplash, but I do think just having the logo as the W is way cooler in my opinion. That's just me. Also, another thing I wanted to point out here. The plastic or the inserts for the cards are actually not personalized, specialized for these. As you can see, we've got a red ramp to represent Team Fire. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's get this packaging, this stupid packaging out of the way. And here is the Whiplash. Also, I wanted to show this off real quick, just because, you know, just real quick, I wanted to show it off. These things do light up, the tires do anyway, really well under black light. I wanted to show that off real quick because I thought it was cool, but yeah. So here is Whiplash Fire. Such a cool design. We got a black body, a yellow roll cage, red chassis, orange tires with yellow treads, and red rims. Looks beautiful. I love the color combination on this. It is red hot, this paint job is. Well, actually, everything but the paint job is red hot. The paint job is actually the best part of this whole thing. I mean, look at that paint scheme. That is cool. We got all the pinstriping in maroon, which looks awesome. You've got all these like little gold patterns going across it. Monster Jam Fire. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but they did change the Monster Jam logo to feature the word fire underneath it, which is cool. The front end has the Whiplash logo on the Willys like emblem there with the grill, and there is some pinstriping there. Got the headlights as well. You can look at the hood here with that really cool paint job. And if you look at the roof, it's got the same W logo. This time it features a little bit more pinstriping. This side's exactly the same except mirrored, and the back end here features more pinstriping and the Whiplash logo. What I've always found weird about the Willys style body is that the negative spacebar has this weird gap in it, and I don't know why. I've always thought that was really strange, but you know, maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know. It just seems really weird to me. But anyway, yeah, that is Whiplash Fire. A really cool truck to start the video with. And here is the turntable. And now to represent the armed forces, we have Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire. This one is, honestly, I really think this one, I do think the Whiplash is really cool. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely my favorite of the two fire trucks in this case. Arguably though, I do think this one should have been made into a real truck for sure. This thing is awesome. And instead of me yammering, I'm gonna get it out of the package and show you exactly what makes this truck so cool. It is just downright amazing. There is so much cool detail to this. Again, like I said, I prefer the Whiplash over this one, but I do think this one should have at least had a chance to become a real one. That is the nameplate for it. The special edition truck, only available at Walmart. Again, these came out in 2019. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but they did. And here it is, Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire. So we've got a maroon body, yellow roll cage, red chassis, orange tires with yellow treads, and red rims. So, really cool design overall. Also, you gotta mention the red window insert here, which looks really cool. A lot of yellow detailing to show all the vents are yellow to represent there's like heat coming out of them. They are hot, right? And then there's flames coming out of this vent, which looks really cool. Soldier Fortune Black Ops logo there, Monster Jam Fire, and of course a white American flag. I'm glad they kept that on there. In white too. I'm glad that they kept the American flag in white because it really helps it stand out a lot better. If they would have done it in orange or like orange or yellow, I think it would have blended in with everything that was going on here. So I'm glad it was kept in white. If you look at same thing, mirrored. Back end has Soldier Fortune Black Ops with the taillights. The nice thing is about this one specifically is you can see all of the detail that's actually really hard to see on the normal Soldier Fortune Black Ops. It stands out a lot better. And as you can see, the front grille here is also lighting up orange to represent the heat that is coming off it. I wish they would have done the lights maybe did a little bit of yellow on the lights. That would have been nice to see, but I get why they didn't because I would imagine that's probably pretty hard to print on. And the negative space bar is there as well. But yeah, that is the Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire. Like I said, it surprises me that they didn't make this one real. It's such a simple design, yet it looks it's so effective. I don't get why they didn't do it. But yeah, let's get to the turntable for this one. Alrighty, now let's take things off the heat and let it cool down for a little bit. So next up, those were our 2 fire trucks. Next up are the 2 ice trucks in this case. And we're gonna start off with definitely the lesser of the 2. This is Bakugan Dragonoid for Team Ice. So a really cool design, don't get me wrong. Definitely my least favorite truck of this entire mix though. I really do think that the ice design that they went with for this really didn't work for it. I wish they would have done something like El Toro Loco and just had it been blue with a bunch of like icicles maybe. I feel like that would have been a lot more effective than what they decided to do anyways. Yeah, so here is the card art. As you can see, it is customized for Team Ice, Bakugan Dragonoid, and we've got a blue dirt ramp this time instead of a red one. So they do change things up. They did put a lot of effort into this. But here is Ice Blue Thunder, or I'm getting it all mixed up now. Here is Bakugan Dragonoid Ice. Again, it really surprised me that this one didn't happen either, because I feel like this one would have been a no-brainer. But actually, you know what really surprised me, and I'm just going to say it straight up, I'm surprised that the Feld trucks, like Bakugan Dragonoid here, and Black Ops, I'm surprised those ones didn't get special paint schemes, and the reason why is because they're Feld-owned trucks. Whiplash, I think isn't Feld-owned. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure Whiplash is not Feld-owned. And the other one that we're going to look at after this, those are indie trucks, so it's not a surprise to me that those ones didn't get special paint schemes during the event, because you know that's coming out of someone else's pocket. But I feel like these ones should have gotten special paint schemes. Feld could have afforded it, I feel like. But anyway, yeah. So this is Bakugan Dragonoid. As you can see, we've got almost like a light blue body, white roll cage. We got a dark blue chassis. We've got pearlescent, almost like see-through. Oh, I'm gonna go like icy. Like, look at them, they are see-through. We got see-through cyan tires with dark blue rims and white treads. I think these ones also glow under black light. I'm pretty sure anyways. I don't think they glow as well, but they do glow. Actually, they don't. The ice trucks don't glow under black light. That is really, like, there are some, like, not even that one. Wait until we see that. I'll do it on the next truck. But like the next truck that we're gonna look at, that one glows a bit better. Actually, man, my ADHD that I don't have is, my self-diagnosed ADHD is kicking in here. Dang, that sucks. I was really hoping that the decals on the side of Black Ops would have lit up, but they didn't. But anyway, here's Bakugan Dragonoid. Let me stop getting sidetracked here and let's look at the actual truck that's at hand. In hand, rather. All right, so same thing as a normal Bakugan Dragonoid, except it's got the ice on it. And what they really went for here is they tried to make the truck look like it was frozen. So as you can see, it looks like ice. It legit looks like ice. It's not meant to be covered in ice. It's meant to be ice, like an ice sculpture almost, which they captured really well. But again, I don't think it works as good as they were intending. But again, maybe I'm just complaining about something that's not, you know, not that big a deal. Also, I don't know if I pointed it out or not, but if we look at the Monster Jam logo on the side, it's really small. Monster Jam, and then it does say ice on there as well for Team Ice. The wings move right here. The arms move on the Bakugan Dragonoid, and also as well, the little nose horn moves as well. Those are all moving parts, both sides they function. And then of course we got the giant Bakugan logo at the top, which is there on the real truck. So anyway, that is Bakugan Dragonoid Ice. Let's get to the turntable. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to move on to the final truck for today's video. This is Northern Nightmare Ice. Arguably my favorite ice truck that they did. Out of all 16 ice trucks, this one's the best. There's 6. Hold on. Wait. There were 12. I miscounted. Sorry. There are 12 ice trucks and 12 fire trucks in total. Counting, there's 12 ice trucks if you count Bad Company, even though there isn't a diecast of it yet. Once they make a diecast, it will be a 12-12 split, okay, between fire and ice. Anyway, this is Northern Nightmare, and arguably out of the technically 11 ice trucks, someday 12 maybe, this one is the best out of all of them. It turned out phenomenal. This thing, and it's, of course, as an ice truck, it's fitting considering that Northern Nightmare is meant to be the representative of Canada, Monster Jam. Northern Nightmare was a Canadian-made, Canadian-driven monster truck. There's the name placard for Monster Jam. And there's a little detail on this truck that will actually give that away, and I'll show that off to you when we get to that point. So here it is. This is Northern Nightmare Ice, and golly, is this thing amazing. And like I said, this one's actually got a really cool thing here. It doesn't show up really well unless if I get really far away from it, but as you can see, the leaves on the truck do light up in the black light. It's just really, really hard to see, but as you can see, the leaves do light up, which is really cool. And yeah, so that's it. I'll put my little blacklight flashlight away and stop messing with it for the rest of the video. But anyway, this is the Northern Nightmare. Camp McQueen's Northern Nightmare, a truck that was famous because it was basically the Canadian ambassador for Monster Jam, I guess is how you could phrase it. Like literally, the flag that they flew on the back of this truck during shows, it didn't have a flagpole, it had a hockey stick. Like, no joke. That is how Canadian this truck was. But you can see the ice there on the nameplate, which looks amazing. And then this truck is covered in maple leaves. However, they are usually black and red, Western racing colors. However, these ones now are like a dark blue, white, and teal colors, which look really good. Like, look at that. It's just so, it just works so well. Like, even as an ice truck, this one was a no-brainer. Like, obviously you couldn't have done fire with this. It just wouldn't have looked right. This thing turned out fantastic. Like, I am amazed at how just beautiful this turned out. So, and then, of course, at the top it says 2012 Freestyle Champion Monster Jam World Finals. I think the reason why he won that year was because he did his famous corkscrew. He hit a backflip ramp, essentially, and when he went up, he hit it sideways, so his truck did this, and then he landed it. I think that's why he won Freestyle that year, if I remember correctly. I know that's what he was, Cam McQueen was famous for in this truck, was that trick. I don't remember if that was the year he did it or not, but yeah. And then, of course, as I pointed out, you got the grill and headlights. But as I pointed out, if you read the bumper, it says monsterjamcanada.ca. How cool is that? monsterjamcanada.ca. So it is all as Canadian. You know, trucks like Soldier Fortune Black Ops and Soldier Fortune are American trucks. This is our Canadian truck, this thing. And I'm going to say it straight up. I love Northern Nightmare. Canada is lucky to have a truck that represents their country that is as cool as Northern Nightmare is. This thing's awesome. And then you give it the ice paint job and it's even cooler. Like, this is ridiculous. But anyway, here's the turntable for Northern Nightmare. Let's get this video done and over. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is all 4 of them together. We got, of course, Whiplash, Soldier Fortune, Black Ops, Bakugan, Dragonoid, and Northern Nightmare. Team Fire versus Team Ice. The war will never end. It will go on forever. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next diecast unboxing video, which is Hot Wheels cars. Peace out.